popular Gull Lake Recreation Area near Brainerd was one hard hit by the Sunday storm.
Truck, and I made it through the lower loop, and there was a guy in Site 6, and a tree had come down within a foot of his tent. So I grabbed him out of his tent, and hey, are you in there? He goes, yeah. So then I brought him right to the shelter, and I was going to keep going and seeing if there was anybody in the upper loop, and I had a tree come down right in front of the truck, and I was like, I'm going to go to the shelter now. And that was about it. From there, the wind just picked up, and it just sounded like trees snapping and really loud wind. We didn't have much of a window looking out the door from the shelter, but it was, I mean, you could just watch them going left and right. And then we came out, and it was like a totally different campground. It's crazy.
All right.
Well, they told me that I would not even recognize the place, and I did not even recognize the place.
Couldn't even see roads to know.
You couldn't see campers in some of the sites. You couldn't see any campers, but yet they were under the trees, and no one was hurt. You couldn't tell which site was what. You couldn't tell where the picnic tables were. You couldn't tell, and you couldn't even tell the road. You couldn't. The trees were all across the road, and you couldn't even. It wasn't passable. And yet, we wanted to do accountability again the next day, and you'd have to crawl over all the trees even just to get down the road. So,
but there's a lot of work left before they can safely open this. All these, this birch right here, certainly will have to come down.
Was the amount of rain.
Evidence of the storm's strength was a white oak split right in half that still remains standing. Reporting for the Brainerd Dispatch, this is Renee Richardson.
West to east, so there's no disputing the wind direction.